How's it going? I'm back from some errands, going to unpack what I brought with me and then get into some fidgets from Melanie. Got a Makume NJT hand power haptic coin. I did a video on this the other night when I got it, but I was really tired. Went back and watched the video, and it was pretty shitty. I was just very boring sounding. So I'm gonna do a follow-up video on this, maybe a first impressions kind of video, even though I've got it well broken in now. Things incredible. At least the action is. Got my double slip here. Titanium Teflon magnet snake. Still loving that thing. Got my tungsten mini torque bar, the black Timascus buttons. Really, really awesome spinner. And the zirconium rhythm. Absolutely loving this fidget. It's become my new hiking favorite. Alright, that's all I got with me here. Pick that up. These are some inserts for the wrap, the 5-click inserts. This will be a separate video, so look for that later. Fidgets from Melanie. I think this is the fifth package, fourth or fifth package she sent me. I'll update that later. And this is a heavy one. Taped in there, clear. I have no idea what any of these are. All of it is a surprise. Tape's good, using the Rietveld Sniper fixed blade that I keep in a Kydex sheath on my belt. Let's get into it. All surprises. Oh, they're all just in here, all right. Oh, didn't know she's sending me a 3-click toad, Teflon plates. So just had the titanium snake on hand. Interesting. Definitely a different feel. Way different feel. Okay, hang on. Let me get through a couple of these. I've seen her video on this. It's called like the Zephyr or something. I don't remember. Interesting. Okay. What the fuck? So I know this is made by Gao, but I don't know what this is. I don't recognize it. I don't know what this is. It's like a haptic-y coin with the Spyro Glide coin in the middle, because it's not a spinner. You can't hold it like a interesting. That's kind of all right. Bruce Charles design slider. Got brass and it's like a darkened titanium. Super soft. The magnets are kind of strong. Not strong. They're not as weak as I want to say they are, but the action is so slow. I've never felt anything like this. Funky. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, so this is one that would have balls. That's a lot of magnets. 5 in a row. That's what's gonna be like on this when I get into the inserts for the wrap. Interesting. This thing is heavy hidden. Huh. Okay. Good there. And this is like an M3 spinner. Got a soft like ring and whir to it. A little hot spotty. I've only ripped it like 4 times, and I'm already feeling it on my finger right there. It bites in really hard with how I apply pressure. Look at that, I'm making indents. I really like the buttons. What kind of bearing is this? I'm actually curious for other spinners. It's a caged zirconium oxide. Let's see. Yeah, it's a hybrid ceramic, but the crown cage, I think. Huh. This one's, yeah, M3, and I don't know what material this is. If I had to guess based on the weight, it's stainless. Looks pretty cool. The buttons are I actually really like the buttons. They got a really deep dish. You know, you can see how much of my thumb disappears in there. Tons of grip. Just a little bit of a hot spot with how I hold it. What if I hold it like weirdos? My finger. Star pattern showing up. I can't spin like that. Hot spots. Hot spots, hot spots. Super balanced. It's got a nice ring to it. Good mass. It's heavy for a stainless spinner. There's a good bit of mass, I guess, in how thick this thing is. Pretty unique. Alright, cycle back through these. This one, I saw Melanie's video. This was a couple months ago, wasn't it? So it's a 4x2, and we got this oval shape. Some brass plates, and based on the colors we got going on, looks like titanium on the top here. Pretty unique. I've never messed with an oval 4x2. It's not very loud. The action's pretty good. Does it do the T position? It does. So it does normal 4x2 slider things whenever all the magnets actually line up with themselves. Oh, that was a weird little jump. This thing could be kind of cool with tape on it. Definitely ergonomic. The meat tenderizer hammer pattern, you know, flat knurling, some would call it. I don't really use that very much. I'm using the chamfers on the edge for all the maneuvers I'm doing. Pretty cool. It's just those things with what people say, yeah, the brass plates, it's getting gummed up on me, so I think tape would be necessary. Weight's pretty cool. I like the dimensions and the size of it. Oh man, it's totally locked up now. Man, brass is weird. You know, I mean, I've got pretty strong hands. Like, I mess with heavy fidgets, but I can't even... There we go. Oh my god. Why does it... That's amazing how it can just stick like that. Like, there's nothing here. It's almost like it was glued together. And see, and like, now it's fine. I haven't even done anything. That's weird. I understand the gripes with brass and bronze plates now. Like, it's a good bearing surface, but for these sliders... it just starts sticking. So then that leads me back to this one. We got brass plates. This one's like, it's really wanting to stick a lot. These plates are, you know, totally flat. They barely have a little bit of a design on them, that the BC Bruce Charles design thing. Other than that, they're just totally flat. And you can tell whenever it's, oh, holy, moving around, because there's a lot of friction. With how I want to play with a fidget, this doesn't really allow me to do it. Oh my god. I don't want to, okay. Not a fan. Like, this is way better in all ways. Even though it's getting stuck on me, the magnet strength in relation to the plate friction and the ratio of the weight of the bodies and stuff, that works. This, okay, it feels like I'm pushing two rubber plates together right now. What the fuck? Now this one's stuck. I think it's like I got weird sweat or something. I mean, I know I do, but I mean, I can't even use this one anymore. I'll try to, let's see, get a cloth. Got some 99% isopropyl alcohol. Get all my sweat and oils off this thing. Just get some pure brass on brass going on. It's definitely working a little better now. Magnets are still quite soft. Oh, it's already gumming back up on. Oh. Oh, dogs are barking. I'm not sure what to say about this one, beyond what I've already said. Gonna leave that there. I'll get the snake back out when I get around to this one. I really don't remember what this is called. I think I've seen a couple of these around. Oh God. It's heavy. It's really, really heavy. So, I mean, that falling off there, that was just the magnets couldn't let it hold on. Where are my dogs barking at? They don't usually bark this way. We got Amazon at the top of the driveway, way up there. I'm not gonna be able to do anything about them barking at me right now. I don't know if I have any balls to try in this thing. I feel like it would be interesting with the balls in it. But without the balls, I'm having to be really careful to not have the plates separate because they're so heavy and the magnets are not super strong. So it's definitely heavy. It's got some mass to it. So far, none of these are too loud for me as far as the clicks go. Like yeah, it's not too clicky. I would want to put this on a scale just to demonstrate. Yeah, 154. That's like easily the heaviest free-floating slider I've ever handled. Sorry about the dogs barking. If y'all can hear them, it might be quiet. I mean, I'm kind of far away from them. All right, back to this thing. Does this just like come apart? I'm very amazed at what's happening. So it's like a really weak haptic coin with 4 positions. The center part spins, but not very freely. Okay, so we're it's on an R188. Why doesn't it spin that smooth? It's got a magnet in the button, so magnetic forces keep it from. Oh God. How the fuck did all those balls not go everywhere? I'm not gonna take my fucking chances here. Melanie, this thing is interesting. I think this could be like really good for like maybe places where you don't want it to be very loud. Or I just need to suck it up and dig into what's inside this thing and see what kind of different configurations there are. Man, if that magnet, I mean, then it wouldn't have a way to stay in there with how it is. Interesting. You know, low haptics, low sound, easy to manipulate. What's this black on my fingers? Where did that come from? Maybe this guy? I'm gonna clean the plates. Get that off. Especially before touching the toad and digging back into my other collection, my own collection, to compare the toad and the snake. All right, got it off. Cover back up. All right, compare some magnet sliders. So the toad, definitely a lot more curves and things going on. Overall length, toad's a little bit longer, not by much, a little bit wider. Is it the same plate design? Got the wrong plates here. Oh no. Okay, yeah, it's the exact same size. What was I looking at? Okay, so same size. Snake is a little thinner. This edge here is taller on the toad. Magnets on the snake are stronger for some reason. Not sure if Melanie, have you gone down from the N45s? Or does this snake, which I haven't even opened actually, this is exactly how it came from Magnus. The magnets are a little stronger here. Interesting. Yep, 100%. I mean, it feels like they're a total different, you know, jump up in magnet strength, one to the other. So the toad, man, the grip is really nice on the, well, I think they're called pyramids. Kind of pyramids, I guess. Tons of grip. Whoa, totally get why people dig the toad. This curve here is nice on the sides. This finger nestles in nicely. Thumb nestles in nice. It's got a curve, you know, all right, so I'm talking about the center where the pyramids are. It's got a dome to it this way. It's convex. And that feels really good in hand. I think that's the whole point of the toad. It's just supposed to be ergonomic as fuck, and it certainly is. Do I like it more than the snake? No, I don't. The snake is more pleasant to hold in hand. These smooth edges are just, you know, when you find a nice rock in the river, that's what this is. There's just something about that really, I don't know. I don't want to say it's perfectly rounded, but it kind of is for its shape and size. It just feels really good. And then the squiggles have plenty of traction between the ridges that are, you know, in there. Tons of traction. Really, really like the snake. It's not a video about the snake though. So yeah, this one is, it's very ergonomic, but I don't necessarily need the ergonomics of push and pressure points to manipulate these sliders how I want to. It does feel really good on my thumb, but here, on the inside of my fingers where I'm cradling it, it does not feel as nice. Maybe you can see it. I just do some normal moves. Look at my circulation coming back to where there's a couple hot spots. I wouldn't even call them hot spots. They're just higher pressure points than the snake, which basically doesn't have those. It evenly distributes the pressure out and feels, yeah, feels good. It's an even, and I don't know if that'll show on camera, or maybe it'll show even more on camera. Yeah, these little edges are just, they're not as pleasant. It's not that they're uncomfortable or anything. I've just really grown to like the smoothness of the snake. Yeah, like this one, I'm feeling it as I'm cradling it with my finger there. Doing this move over again. It's not sharp, but I can feel it. You know, I'm getting an indent on my finger there. And that's not on purpose. That's literally just how I find myself holding it. This thing, it doesn't matter how I hold it. It doesn't feel uncomfortable anywhere at all. It is the easiest on the hand, for sure. Yeah, so pretty cool. I like the toad. I like the snake more. I'm glad I got the snake. I want a all zerk snake with Teflon plates. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. All right, I'll put this back in my box. So, of everything here, Melanie, you're not going to give me anything this time because I'm not going to let you. The toad is definitely the best of the bunch. This is the worst of the bunch. This I'm undecided because, you know, there's no, making sure I didn't miss them. Yeah, I'm just not sure how it is without the balls, but I mean, I like the 4 clicks. I like the weight, and it really does feel good in hand. Like all these ridges and how it's shaped and designed, it feels good. Not really my style or anything, but it's neat. Does its job. Not as good as the Toad. This is a unique spinner. I like everything about it except this one hot spot where I get it with my ring finger. I mean, that's exactly where my finger falls when I go to spin it. And man, that fucker hurts. That's pretty good. This, I think, with tape on it would actually be pretty nice, actually. It's a really unique shape that actually works really well for a 4x2 slider. So, you know, just a little less friction. This thing would actually be, yeah, be pretty nice. It's very comfortable to use. I like it a lot. And this gal, is this like a rice something? I thought the rice ball was like a triangle. So it's not the rice ball, I don't think, but it's okay. I think if I understood it and knew the, you know, how it could be configured, I might could find something a little more unique, but as it stands right here, it's a very so-so quiet spinner in the middle that still makes some metal on metal noises. And then you got a very low haptic 4-position haptic coin, basically. So yeah, Melanie, thank you very much. I will get these boxed up and sent back to you. And I think I have something also to include. Yeah. Thank you. See ya.